Hey guys, and welcome back to the rebuild of the AC Milan team, FIFA 20, episode 17 I think it is. This one's moving on quite quick, and in today's episode I have got to bring you again a difficult situation this time, because we have two games, so we'll definitely get game time in today, Bologna and Roma. Maybe play one and simulate the other, but hopefully play two, although we want to get transfers done. But then I say it's difficult because we've got no money. We need to get rid of some players. I think Morales is on his way out. I'm unsure if he's gone yet. I'm actually going to check the team right now, but we've got some good additions, some strong additions already, and yeah, he's still in the team. Maybe we can offload him, maybe we can offload maybe Juan Mata, maybe Chanaloglu, and of course I've got to move this guy up, maybe Ricardo Rodriguez as well, because he's not going to be in the team as Tagliafico comes in, and look how strong it looks already. When Hector Bellerin is back, we should be pushing definitely for the Champions League, maybe top 3 or top 2. But yeah, I'm very happy with the squad we have now, as maybe another right winger, because we don't have someone who can play exactly there, but maybe we can bring Suso and Andre Silva back to sell on. I think that might be my plan to start off with, because they're just not coming back, and yes, it might just be beneficial to wait. We'll save money, but I think we can spend a little bit to gain a lot, because we'll spend a little bit getting them back and then gain a lot from actually selling them on. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Of course, we've got players out on loan already from last season. So Suso recall. I can't afford the recall fee actually. Oh, can I do it for... No, I can't. That's the first I've ever seen of that. Maybe I'll have to wait a little bit to get him back then. And Duarte's gone out on loan along with Jose Morales leaving the club. 6 million in the bank. I thought we'd get a little bit more than that, but I'll take it. A little bit of money, and hopefully now, if I stop simulating forward, we might get an offer in here though. And we have 2 offers. Spurs want Ricardo Rodriguez, and I'm open to letting him go. I'll try and get 1 million more, and Sociedad want Halilovic, which I think that is just below his evaluation in this. So I'm going to ask for maybe 9 million for him or 8 million. I'll just sell him on because I'm not going to use him. And then Ricardo Rodriguez, I'll try 10. And we managed to scrape out 7.8 for Halilovic. So it's 1.2 less than I expected. But of course, I don't want him as Ricardo Rodriguez. Can we get the money out for this guy? Because I think this guy is solid. We're out on loan. I can't remember the team. Maybe is it Wolfsburg? I'm completely unsure on that one, as we want 10.3. Just above his evaluation. Please give us it. That is a good offer, but no, Jose's not going to budge. I'll just ask for 10, okay? So please, Jose, accept that. 10 is his evaluation, and they're going to give us it. Ricardo Rodriguez going to Spurs. And even though they have not sold, of course, we've got that money from Morales, so we're going to go ahead and call Suso and what's his name? Andre Silva. We're going to call him Thiago Silva then, which we have also in the back now, as Suso's coming back as well. So we've paid for both of them, and straight into the transfer list you go. I mean, Suso, I was actually thinking about keeping, but if I can get a good bit of money for him, I'm opening to letting him go. And we've got an offer in for Donnarumma from, who is it from? Dortmund, 50 million. I mean, it's the same as Southampton offered. Oh yeah, bang on the same. I thought it would be a bit more, but no. So he's not going to Dortmund either. I want to keep him here. And as 2 players go out in Halilovic and Ricardo Rodriguez, got a scout report right there. We've got an offer from Monaco for Juan Mata. I think that's a good deal. And 18 million from Leipzig for Andre Silva. So they've seen him playing for, what do you call it? I'm guessing the other team in the league, Frankfurt. But I'm going to try and negotiate maybe 25 million if we can push that far. And then Juan Mata, I'll take around 10. And yeah, selling up stock here because we've sold him for 23 million, Andre Silva, who maybe I could have given a chance, but the strikers we've got when we've bought Rebic, of course, we just want to keep him here, and we'll try and get maybe 10 million out, because I know 11 million actually broke down talks with Napoli. So does he want to go to Monaco, the retirement home for many players, including like Fabregas? He can go and meet up with him, so we'll try and get 10 million out. It's only a little bit more. Hopefully they'll just give us the money straight up, and they will do. Matter off to Monaco. Now as we approach this Saturday game, all the players should have sold, and now we've got 40 million in the bank without changing the wage budget around. So I think a right winger / right forward is priority right now, because I'm enjoying this formation, but we just need a player to fit it. And the one I'm looking at, Rafinha, I don't mind the look of as well. And the one I am particularly looking at is one that actually doesn't play at right wing, and I know I just said actually twice. Yeah, it's Jonathan Ikone. He's got a release clause that we can pay straight away. And he really does look like a good player. Can play in cam as well, so if we do change formation down the line, he can go to that position. 80 rated, has got a bit of pace, and I really enjoyed him on Ultimate Team at the start. But I'm going to leave it probably after Bologna before we make a signing, because I'm looking at other players like Delafeu, who's just gone to Man United, so I'm actually not looking at him anymore. It's like Rafinha, Dani Olmo, Diego Jota, just picking at my brain a bit, so I'm just going to have to try and think it over through this game. And unfortunately, Hector Bellerin is just back from injury, but he's still like low on fitness and got the plaster, so I'm going to put Hernandez in the bench before him. So we've got Donnarumma in the net for this first game, with Milankovic still on the right, with Thiago Silva making his debut as captain, Romagnoli and Tagliafico making another debut, with Paqueta, Tonali again, and Kessié in the middle, with a front three, with actually Leao on the right, because I want to use Mertens and St. Maximin on the left, because I just want to try him on that left. We've got plenty of good players on the bench. Look at the bench, it's just perfect. Maybe a backup keeper is priority next year, because hopefully Reina can see out this year, as Camavinga, Willian, Chanaloglu, Rebic, and the defence, Calderada and Hernandez all look like quality options to come on. Here we go, one player I am excited to be seeing right there, Alan St. Maximin in an AC Milan shirt. Haven't tested him out on FIFA all the time, never had him on like Ultimate Team or another career, so yes, finally get to use him. And let's have a look at this Bologna side. Have they strengthened? Stropushki in there, haven't heard of him, with Jikes, Szyminski, Sesewil and Mazraoui, with Nicolas Dominguez, heard of him, and Polly in the midfield, well CDMs with Pereira, Soriano and Candreva in front, and then Locadia as the striker. He's not bad, he's not half bad. Seen him at Brighton where he flopped a little bit, but the other club he went to, what was it, like PSV or something? He was a real hot shot, so hopefully we can keep them out and not have a start to the season like we did in his first season, losing to Udinese, of course. And here's Nicolas Dominguez. They've actually started with the ball from our kickoff. We gave it straight to him, so that's disappointing, as we've got to try and drag out a line. Nicolas Dominguez is through, though, and we're already 1-0 down. 5 minutes into the game, and it looks like the new signings haven't gelled in training, because that is very disappointing. I'm not going to get my head down too much, because of course it's just the first minute of the game and they've gone and done it. Romagnoli had to step out of line, of course, and he didn't do it effectively, as Nicolas Dominguez slotted behind the best player in their team and slotted it past Donnarumma. We find ourselves 1-0 down to Bologna on the starting day, but I've still got faith. And here we are. Can we try and score straight after? St. Maximin making the move. We've got Mertens on the ball now. We should have a fast strike force as it goes into Leao, who's equally as fast, but that shot was horrible. Should have scored there. Come on then, let's try and get straight back into this. Dries Mertens with the ball. A little bit of tricky footwork as he gives it to Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta's round his man, you know, but he can't do anything after that, and we are struggling here just to get a grip into this game. And first questions asked of Tagliafico here, as they've managed to scissor kick it over him. Okay, I mean, that's a bit of a challenge to defend straight away, as they've got a good ball through there to Dominguez again, and it's 2-0 Bologna. What a really embarrassing start from us. Not being out of the blocks, and I know it's a new team that needs to gel, but got a bit better than these. Yeah, it's Nicolas Dominguez just dominating the game. The youngster, who does grow to like 90 rated, as we've seen him almost get there in a Zybar save, puts his second goal straight past Donnarumma in the same area again. That must have highlighted a weakness to his left-hand side, because he's not saving nothing. And we are 2-0 down. And now, is this Pereira from Watford? I think it is. He's running at us now. And Bologna on the charge for a third. Come on, we need to get back into this game a bit. And oh, Dominguez firing over. He's on a hat-trick, is that guy, and what a performance he has had in the first half an hour. We've got to try and neutralise it, though, and try and get a goal ourselves, as that was a good pass to Nali. A little disguised one, as Mertens has it. Looks for Alan St. Maximin, who's got the pace behind his man. Still got the ball. Can he get away from him, Maximan? Can it? Oh, it's a good pass, but we're not in front of his man. And here's Milankovic with the ball far forward. We've got Dries Mertens over the top. He's got to be winning that. And Mertens, maybe it was a bad buy. Maybe he's just too old now, as he's not getting the look here. We've still got Willian to come on off the bench, but again, he's an old one. We've seen him do it for Arsenal in the Premier League this weekend, the opening weekend though. So hopefully he can do it here, as Mertens has actually got a good turn off there. Dries Mertens, still going. Good footwork from Mertens, and oh, he should have scored. That should have been one back for us. Dries Mertens did everything but the finish. But come on, boys, if we can get one before half-time, we know we can come back from 2-0. Leicester springs to mind. Ajax springs to mind, even though we didn't win on aggregate. As, come on, Kessié, get the tackle in there and we fire up the field, but he hasn't done. And Dominguez, with really good footwork, we've got it here, so come on, Kessié, get forward. Lucas Paqueta, Mertens through the middle. Dries Mertens has it now. Paqueta making the run around. Now we'll go Alan Saint-Maximin. Maximin has the pace to burn on the defender. He's got past him, has to cross it into the box. Paqueta rises, but Mertens rises higher. And we've got one back before half-time. Dries Mertens, 5'7", wins a header over Paqueta and their defenders somehow to get it in the back of the net. And that is a good sign. Come on, boys. We can still do this. It's only 2-1 and we've got a full 45 minutes to play. And that is the spark to get us back in it. And that's the half-time whistle. Come on, boys. We can do this. 2-1. We should have never been in this position anyway. Just a lazy, lackluster start from us has put us in it, and now we've got to recover. We've done the first bit, the hardest bit, get a goal in injury time, but hopefully we don't need to do that here, and we can get the win wrapped up before then. And here's Dries Mertens on the ball again, uses Lucas Paqueta, who's got Saint-Maximin, who just got that assist. Alan Saint-Maximin, oh, charging in, but I'm going to go for the edge of the box. Lucas Paqueta, and it's 2-2 already. I mean, a really bright start to the end of the first half, and a really bright start to the start of the second half. Had to get that right in my head. Really sparks a comeback. Alan Saint-Maximin with 2 assists now on his debut. He has been a lifesaver. And Lucas Paqueta, the youngster, who should have scored the first one, got above Mertens for the header, gets the second though. And we are back level at 2 apiece. And what a start this is for the neutral. And I mean for us as well, if we can come back from this. Saint-Maximin won the header from that cross into the box, and now he's got the ball far forward again. Alan Saint-Maximin really doing well, passes the ball in field. Now it goes to Tagliafico. He's got a man in Tonali, I think it is, charging in, going to reach Tonali. He dives for it, but it was just behind his man. It was a really good ball as well from his left back. And Tonali winning the ball here, really good from him on his debut. As we can't win the ball though with, I think, Mertens, who scored, but it's still not convincing, as Locadia gets them back in front. We've dominated this second half, but then they go and do something like that. Rafael Leao, you've been decent, mate, but Willian, I'm going to give a chance, as Lacadius took his chance to make it 3-2. And that is a really big sucker punch. Tonali, or Mertens want it. Mertens losing the ball, and that's a really good hit, though. To his left again. Donnarumma's got to work on them dives, as it's into the bottom corner, though. That's a really good hit. That is a really good finish. Got to give Locadia credit. But come on, boys. We can come back from this. I've got faith we're the better team here as Tonali. We're going to go on the charge straight away. Alan Saint-Maximin. Can he do his skill moves to get inside? He can. But he's being tackled again. Good work. And here he is again. Saint-Maximin gives it Tonali across to this guy. Willian, what can you do? Really good ball from Paqueta, so you've got a chance to run in here. The 30-year-old, can he do what he did in his Arsenal debut? No, he can't. He's being tackled. But if we keep the pressure on here, which we haven't managed to do, we could have been in with a chance. 20 minutes to go, boys, and we just need 1 goal. That is it. And here's Romagnoli coming forward from centre-back. Uses Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta's got a man in front of him in Dries Mertens, who should have scored. 10 minutes to go. We could have been on for a win if he would have scored that. But no, good save. Going to keep the pressure on though with Romagnoli winning his header. Lucas Paqueta winning his. Straight through to Alan Saint-Maximin, but a good deflection. And come on, Hakan Çalhanoğlu on this wing now for Mertens as he's danced away from his player. We've got Willian in the middle for some reason. Alan Saint-Maximin out wide. We've got all wingers up front, but I don't care as Çalhanoğlu cuts back. Looks for Kessié, who runs past it. Lucas Paqueta now. And oh, 1 pass too many. We really need a leveller here. Come on, boys. As that's a really good pass through to Willian, who cuts away. Willian with a strike. Oh, no. That was so close. But yet so far. And we've deserved a win in this one. We've been spectacular. It's a smash and grab from Bologna. But we've got to give them credit. Nothing we could have done about any of the goals apart from probably the first one. And it looks like an opening day defeat again. However, look at this. We've just put Eduardo Camavinga on and he stole the ball far forward. Here's Hakan Çalhanoğlu just going to have to shoot. And he's missed. Hakan. I mean, you haven't been my favourite. But you've got to finish them ones. And if you did, you would have been one of my favourites. Levelling it up in the 90th. But come on. You've got to finish that. And that's going to be game, innit? Romagnoli to try and win his header. Does so, but it's not to be. And Bologna have come to the San Siro and won on the opening day. I mean, I'm not as bummed out as I probably would be on defeats, even though it is a lower team and we should be winning that. I saw promising bits. Alan Saint-Maximin definitely a bright spark as he gets man of the match. And yeah, it's a defeat, but one we can take positives from. And now we definitely need to get a winger in, as we've got 67. Someone must have sold. Who did sell it? Might have been Andre Silva, you know, or maybe someone who was a bit less. Juan Mata, I think it was, who didn't go through before when I said the ad. So I'm looking at the moment, Rafinha, who's shouting my name. 23-year-old, can play right wing. I think he'll be like Saint Maximin. I just want to know his pace. Does it show his pace stats? Oh, they are pretty decent. If we have him, Leao, and Saint Maximin, that is a deadly front three. And I think I'm going to try and make it happen. And here we go. If we can get this guy, it's a big statement of intent for the rebuild we're trying to do here. As we'll offer 25.5. We'll offer his evaluation. And it still leaves us with 40 million, you know. And Ikone, although this guy's probably going to be ahead of Ikone, as I don't want to pay that much. I would like to get both of them. That would be a huge steal for the future. As 30 million, can we get him for that? Oh, they want 40. And 40 is definitely not worth it for a blooming 82 rated, definitely not. 35 million is probably the highest I'm going to go, even though I'm not too convinced of doing it, and they're going to take time thinking about it. No, we want him for the next game. I'd like you to decide right now, please, as I'm probably going to put an offer in for someone else. I don't know why I'm looking at Grealish. That's not who I'm going to offer for. Odegaard, he can play right mid. Traore I'm looking at, but I think there's better options out there as young players. And David Neres, I haven't got a scout report back on him, but he really looked decent when he played us. And I'm just going to go and approach to buy it. I know it's a shot in the dark, but this guy is not going to be low rated, is he? So hopefully we can get him done. Hopefully when we go in the contract, the agent will be asking for everything and we can just accept everything. As I'm just going to have a shot in the dark. 16 million. I mean, it might be too less, it might be too high, and it's probably too less. They're going to walk away. Okay, that wasn't good enough. We'll go for the third option, who I definitely want to get. And 33 million release clause I will pay. Although I'm going to wait for Rafinha. Is he actually cheaper than Rafinha though? He is. He's 2 ratings low and a year below. If he could just play right wing, he would be a huge buy. I mean, is his pace better? His pace is on par. I'm going to actually negotiate with this. If we can get him on a good rotational role, he'd be a very nice signing. And come on, if we can get him on rotational, please just accept it. It what's important. At least it's not crucial, as we'll accept that. Just experimenting at the moment. Hopefully he doesn't want a big wage, as 4 years, we'll take that. No release clause. Okay, I'll accept that. And can we get a good wage here? 34, he's taking a pay cut. If I get rid of the goals, because he's going to be playing right wing and hopefully he scores goals, so I don't have to pay him more. We'll accept that. Still 33 million, well 30 in the bench when we put a bit in the wage. And yes, they'll accept. We've just made a signing there. Ikone, wasn't expecting to sign him straight away. And if we can get a Rafinha in as well, they're 2 decent right forwards. And although we've done a bit of transfer business, I don't think I'm going to sim this game. I think I'm going to play Roma, and maybe we can get some bids in for some players here. As what's happened here? They want 40. I'm just going to have to not even talk back. I'm not accepting 40 for Rafinha. It's way too much. As we'll probably look for another player. Maybe someone who's a right winger or maybe a right back replacement. Because Milankovic I want to play centre back. But yeah, I think the midfield's fine. Maybe another forward option, although we've got a couple, because I maybe want to get rid of Hakan. But I think we're fine on the whole. I think the next signing's maybe just got to be a big name, and maybe we leave that till deadline day. Yeah, I am a bit iffy about who we're going to sign next, but I'm not iffy about this lineup. I think it's the strongest one, with Donnarumma in the net. Hector Bellerin comes back, although he's got a plaster, is fully fit with his green bar all the way gone, with Thiago Silva at the side of him, Romagnoli and Tagliafico, very strong back line, with Paqueta, Tonali and Kessié in the midfield. Ikone coming straight in for his debut, although he can't play right wing. I'm going to trust him there. I'm going to set him on it with Leao up front and Saint Maximin on the right forward position. I know it's a bit harsh on Mertens, although he just scored, but I think he was a little bit, well, I'd say slow. I would say slow. So hopefully Leao's a bit fast up front, playing in his proper position. They're the same rating anyway, and he's still a good option off the bench. Now let's have a look at this Roma lineup that we're going to face right now. Lopez in the net still. He's a very decent keeper, with Santon, Coates, Upamecano and Dumfries at the back, added to the strong defence they had with Nzonzi and Cristante. I haven't seen Nzonzi in ages, with Pellegrini, Spinazzola and Navas in front, and Martinez up front, the top goal scorer of last season, I think. So yeah, very strong lineup, but we beat them last time, I'm sure we did, and we drew to them, so we are unbeaten against Roma, and hopefully that continues right here. And here we go, first touches for Ikone. I love them sweatbands he's got on, I just do. As St. Maximin's got it now, we've switched it. Tagliafico was an impressive start on his debut. As Leao's give it back to Paqueta. Really good interplay here. Very fast as well. As Icone is come back onside to come back offside when he had the ball. And that was a really good move from Icone. I liked that. Loads of promise in that attack. And now we've lost it, we've got it back, and we can rebuild again. As St. Maximin gives it forward to Leao. Icone making one of them runs again, and he's almost on the stretch. But I'm liking what I see from that guy. It looks a lot quicker. And here's Lucas Paqueta. St. Maximin, on your bike, mate. You've got pace. You've got Navas in your back pocket, but he doesn't actually. And Navas does well. But that was a sloppy pass. If Leao was it through there, he might have got on the end of that, as Tonali has it now. Around the corner to Kessié. We rebuild again. Really quick interplay. Really good quick interplay. And that's what we want to keep doing. Kessié looks for Leao again. What a ball! Good save. Paqueta diving header. And that was a high boot, you know. That was a very high boot, but I think he may have just won the ball. Good play, though. And Tagliafico now. It's been a bit of a while since the last highlight happened, I think. As on St. Maximin's got a little gap here. Can he use skill? Oh, and he almost got past Upamecano, his native teammate, as it's going to be very hard. Almost half time, and I think we deserve maybe 1 or 2 goals, but we deserved it in the first game. We got him, but we deserved more in the first game as well. So yeah, just got to keep on plugging away, and I feel like the goals will definitely come. And here's St. Maximin making a good move behind. I think he's onside. He is onside. Ikone's at the other post. That's a really good ball. And it's going to be a corner ball. That's a really good cross from St. Maximin. And I've really enjoyed playing with him as Romagnoli tries to win the header. Goes to Tagliafico. Back out to the corner taker in Tonali. Back post. He goes to the front actually. And Leao just puts it over. I mean, the amount of chances we've had so far with Leao are outstanding. Maybe Mertens comes on for a bit of pace afterwards, but at the moment Leao looks like he will stay as the dominant striker. And although we haven't scored in the first half, I've very much enjoyed playing it, and I've very much got faith we can do the same in the second half with a goal as well, as I'm going to keep the same team. A very, very quick team as well. I'm very young, you know, as I didn't really think of that through when I was signing players. I mean, I've signed a lot of old ones on pre-contracts, but then I've signed a lot of young ones as well. There's no middle ground, which may be who we sign in the next transfer window or on deadline day after this. But we've just got to get on with this at the moment and try and plug away for a goal. And what a tackle from Frank Kessié. Can we get off to a great start here? Here's Rafael Leao. Cuts inside, a bit of a slow cut. He's still got the ball though. Holding it up, waiting for Kessié to come back. I saw a good run around from Paqueta, but I don't think it was ever going to reach. Kessié is still looking for that ball though, because he is a really good passer, as he could get on that deflection, and he does, and he's hit the post, and what a bad touch from him second time round. That should have been a goal. Slams the post. I mean, he was tackled there as well from Coates, but he didn't go down, stayed on his feet. But then the rebound, the touch was horrific. I guess he didn't see it coming to him, but that should have been 1-0. And here is Spinazzola now. Don't want to get Roma in this game. We have been all over him. I mean, we've got a good defence, but it's the defence that are leaky at the moment, which is letting us down. Of course, 3-0, 3 goals scored by Bologna, not 3-0, as we've dealt with it here, though. Thiago Silva to whack it up to Lucas Paqueta, and it's actually a good ball. If we can find Icone, we've got to run down this wing. Come on, Santon coming across, though. And Icone doesn't really have as much pace as St. Maximin. I don't trust him as much to run as him, as Paqueta needs to make the run around. Lucas Paqueta gets the ball, takes a touch, has a strike, and it's hit the post again. Rebound. Oh, and Kessié can't get it in. It's just not going in, as Mertens is going to come on for Icone, who has impressed on his debut, but again, needs a little bit of a rest, as Tonali's going to whip it in. Can we get the goal from the corner? It looks like it would go into Romagnoli. Hasn't gone to him, though, as it falls to Kessié, and he's tackled. And yeah, Mertens actually gets a really good tackle in there. And can we actually score from Mertens robbing the ball? Dries Mertens across the box. And does man want quick enough? That's a real big chance. Mertens doing really well to work the opportunity. He's come on more lively. Zaniolo now goes around the corner to, I don't know who it is, but the ball's come in. That's a bad touch. That's a very bad touch, and we've had to just pass it out as a clearance. Sandro Tonali snapping his man. Ball still around, but Paqueta, that's a good place to get the ball, you know. We could attack it, and Kessié coming down the side. Got Dries Mertens, who's probably got more pace even though he's older. And Dries Mertens to keep on running. He's got Upamecano coming. That's a bad foul. And he was through there. Upamecano could be seeing red. I think he should, and he is. Upamecano has been dismissed for the last 3 minutes of this game. Leao's been good. Rebic is going to come on, though, because he hasn't had a chance yet. And a free kick in a dangerous position. The question is, though, do we shoot? We could, but I think I'm going to opt to pass it because I haven't scored many free kicks. So I'm going to give it Tagliafico, the left back, who does shoot. Oh, I was jointing saying good shot and does shoot there, as he almost did score. Really good hit, and Lopez I thought had fingertips. Damn it, not going to get the corner. And we really do deserve a last-minute goal here. We've been all over him. Such an improvement on Bologna. Well, it wasn't actually. Bologna was just unlucky to concede 3, and it sounds really bad saying that. As can we rub the ball just here? Don't want to concede. Come on, boys, don't switch off. Romagnoli keeping Navas on side, and it doesn't look like we're going to get the winner. But hopefully they don't. As it goes into Edin Dzeko, goes for the spin in the air. As can we hoof it up? We can, but the whistle's going to go. And a very disappointing 0-0 draw there. I mean, we should have won the game. The team has played so well in these opening 2 games, but we've only got 1 point. It sounds ridiculous saying it, but it's just true. And so, at the end of the episode, we sit in 11th. We're probably going to drop as well, because teams below us haven't played as yet. It's disappointing where we are, but the team performances aren't. And maybe with this team, maybe we can just like go for a cup or something. I'm just wondering, because the team does really seem good. It's just maybe the tactics or something. As we go into the Europa League next season, we've got Cluj, we've got Benfica, and PAOK. So hopefully we can be A-OK like that team and try and get the win. As I think I'm going to end it just before deadline day. It keeps you in suspense for another signing in the next episode, which I'm not opposed to doing. We've still got 30 million, but unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode right here. I hope you've enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on so you don't miss any more episodes of this series and the other Chelsea one, and of course, FIFA 21 round the corner. You don't want to miss any of that from me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. In a bit, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Peace.